Hello and welcome back to Wolfquest. My name is Rossi and today we are picking up where we left off directly with Ateru and her two pups Shimmer and Aspen. We are at the rendezvous site. Lucky Pack sadly is very close by and giving us all the trouble in the world still. We have plenty of food. Our territory is looking pretty good. This is our current map. I'm not too concerned about some of these hexes down here, and everything else is going strong. So we only have the two pups, of course, but Shimmer is at 18.6 pounds and Aspen is at 18.2 pounds. So really, we're doing okay. I think I see them. Please tell me you're in the grass. Where'd they go? I took my eyes off them for 2 seconds. Confident tail, confident tail. Oh no. Confident tail and growl. Confident tail and growl. If they catch me, it's bad. Confident tail and growl. I'm getting sick looking at this screen. Get out of here, guys. Seriously. Lucky seems like they've not been the strongest ever. All the wolves that have attacked us have been weak, rather. But also, they're still attacking us. And I know it's because we don't have that buffer. But I'm also just really sick of Lucky Pack bothering us. Maybe we will grab one of those hexes from them if we can in today's episode, just so they'll leave us alone. But for now, we need to sleep. We're tired and the pups are tired. But yeah, if you're just tuning in now, check out Ateru's playlist. We'll have her full story and all of her lore in it, so just check that out if you haven't already. I still smell stranger wolves very strong. I think that might be some coyote or cougar on the wind too. I'm gonna try and let them eat up, so that way I can just head out and they can rest in the grass. I know they probably don't want to, but I think I do need to steal a hex from Lucky Pack just so they will maybe get off our case, because they're also just loitering in this one here, I think. But let's go be bandits. Oh? Looks like the calves are with the herd now. So no more easy passes, sadly. I think that's okay. Realistically, I actually think we've got enough food to make it through to the end with those two calves that we already brought back. If anything, I would try and target some mule deer from here on out. Just because the mule deer calves that are grown up are like the size of the elk calves when they're babies, so you can still bring them back. And I think it's just the most efficient use of energy to just target the mule deer babies. But now we are formally on Lucky Pack territory. Let's be even a tenth of menacing to them as they are to us usually. And we're just gonna try and yoink this out from under their noses. I really do not need more territory to worry about, I'll be honest. But I think it's gonna be worth maintaining for the simple fact that maybe they won't be attacking the rendezvous site as often. And I will say it's really frustrating with Lucky Pack, especially because no matter where I go on our territory, it feels like they're constantly after us. And I get, in some respect, that's just gonna happen. But it's literally only Lucky Pack that even cares what we're doing in a given moment. Maybe the coward's way, but you always set a P marker at the edge of the territory after you claim their spot. Howl a couple of times. Pee on the same spot. And now you've stolen it from them in a strong territory. They're probably not gonna like this. I genuinely would not be surprised if they retaliate somehow. But I honestly don't care. They've already been picking fights. So this is the least of what they deserve. I'm seeing a Coywolf in purple and red lately. So that would be in Von Winkle and in Lucky. And of course, dispersal wolves are about, as they usually are. Get out of here, man. We're a little too close to the rendezvous site for my liking. And I know I said we have enough prey, but I cannot resist when this is so close to being right on the way back. I was hoping it was going to be a real quick drop while we're inside of the rendezvous site. That does not seem to be the case. This elk calf does seem pretty weak. So we're just gonna chase him a second. Not gonna go too far out of my way for this just yet. Or I'll try not to anyway. The weak calf split off from the herd and I don't really feel like chasing just one calf. Oh, we're on someone else's territory. Let's see what these guys are up to. Alright. Yeah, a little too troublesome for me right now, so we're gonna head on back. We should still have plenty of food, really. We'll play with the puppies a little bit, and honestly, our exhaustion is going down very rapidly. So we might end up just sleeping after that, especially since the rest of our territory isn't the worst ever. It's been better, but it's been a lot worse this time of year, too. Hi, puppies. I know. Sorry to do that to you. Go ahead and eat. And then we shall play. They really like rolling. It's so cute to see. If I can get either of them in sync at all. There goes Aspen. I do love that they will actually follow you if you kind of go up to them and wag your tail and then lead them around. And then sometimes they just leave you hanging. I'm just gonna eat this since they're full. And I don't know if that's gonna last the night anyway. I smell bear that way, guys, so let's not go running off too far that direction. They are pretty obedient, really. I know that's got to do with affinity, but even with pups at perfect affinity, I've had some of them just ignore me. So I don't know if that's a trait of being social or not, but they're very obedient. Alright, I've got a car outside that's being annoyingly loud, so hopefully it's not too obvious, but I think it is. But let's let the pups eat. Get nice and full. And looking at it now, I do not know that that's going to be enough food for everybody. So I might go try and track down a mule deer just to make sure that we're definitely going to be good, you know? But for now, we'll watch them chase. Aw, I just love watching the pups go. They're doing so good together. I don't know if I've actually done a pup cam so far this episode. In case I haven't, of course, we've got Shimmer here, our older sandy gray pup. Then we got Aspen, our younger, darker gray pup. I say older and younger like it's not a difference of a couple of minutes, but that is what that is. Shimmer is slightly bigger of the two and has been growing a little bit more rapidly, but Aspen is definitely a little bit more outgoing. And obviously, at this age, they are getting into all sorts of trouble. Don't let that cute face fool you. We'll just let them tucker themselves out for the most part, though. I think that will help our energy levels and get them down a little bit further. Oh, look at him just sit and watch. Oh, that's so cute. He's just like, what are we looking at, Mom? There's nothing over there. Aw. Look at him just watch. It'd be really cool if they did change their behavior based off the behavior that they see. I know Wolfquest is putting a lot of effort into their Wolf AI right now. I knew something was coming. Get out of here. I could sense it in my bones. Seriously. Don't. Really? This is not how cougars are supposed to act. Get out of here, man. I know realistically they probably smelled the calf and they were like, let's go get that. But I really don't know why cougars are a lot more confrontational now than they used to be. At least it seems that way to me. Feels like I used to see them and they'd be like, oh man, the game is up, and then they'd run away. Now they're like, no, I will take your pups by force. I'll do anything I have to obtain the puppy. It's just like, it's a little intense actually, guys. Alright, well, it kind of stinks as a segue, but I think we're gonna use this time to go grab at least Ateru some food. I think that calf will be fine for the pups, especially since we really only have a couple of sleeps left in us, I think. But I don't think Ateru is gonna be satisfied just with that, so let's go see what we see, and if we can mark up some territory, then cool. I'm not gonna let it affect us at all, though, since honestly, there's a lot of things up in the air about territory, and even Ateru when it comes to challenges and stuff. So I don't know if I really want to invest a super ton of energy maintaining anything right now. Which I guess now is as good a time as any to kind of talk about it. So Ateru's challenge is meant to very much be a loner-based challenge. So she is meant to be doing everything on her own, you know? But that's not really going to be possible with the new update that's coming to Wolfquest, which frankly I'm kind of happy about because that'll make the actual game a lot more engaging, but at the same time, it's just not really going to be possible for her to go it alone anymore when it comes to that caregiving role. So with the saga being slated for release, so I'm not chasing you there. With the saga being slated for release at some point this year, and we are now getting, down to the final parts of the year, I don't know if we're going to continue Ateru's challenge in the way that it's currently been presented into the rest of the saga, just because it doesn't really make sense for the premise or her story. That definitely, oh, there we go. That definitely stinks a little bit for us. But again, I'm not mad when it comes to the, subject of the whole game, that's our current dilemma facing us. So, I guess long story short, what happens when the rest of the saga releases is probably going to be that we choose a new wolf with a different story and different challenges. And that wolf will then be the focus for an actual full challenge, that wolf is now going to have its whole life and all of its pups on display. We're going to tell its story from start to finish with all of its pups as it's meant to be. And that's going to obviously make for a longer series, but it's going to be better, I think, in the long run than butchering Ateru's journey would be. So if I have the option to continue raising, you know, the pups alone as I have been, I'd be happy to continue Ateru's quest, or Ateru's journey. I just don't know that that's going to be possible. So I'd rather just start over from scratch, and then we can investigate a new wolf, and then we can investigate a new wolf like directly together, I guess, is all I'm trying to say. So hopefully that's not too rambly, and hopefully it's pretty clear about the direction of Wolfquest. That being said, too, since we don't know when the rest of the saga is coming, or the rest of the game, I guess, even, I also don't know if we really want to start Ateru's next chapter, next litter, now, when, you know, that update could theoretically be coming in 2 days after I record this, and then, like, you know, a couple days into October or whatever. So yeah, just let me know your thoughts. If there's any specific journeys or wolves you'd like to try and see and play and have me play start to finish, I'm totally down to hear your guys' thoughts. So let's just try and plan out our next journey together. Additionally, while I'm kind of talking directly to you all, if there is any traits you wanted to see with Aspen and Shimmer, let me know. I have a feeling this episode, especially with all my ramblings, is going to be a little bit long, so we're just going to save their grown-up showcases for another episode, I think. And then we can get all of your guys' input directly into that, and just have like a quick little 5-minute update about what they'll look like and how they'll be all grown up. Because I'm thinking optimistically, and I know that the pups are both going to make it these last few pounds. So yeah, thank you for joining me on Frosty Rambles. But I'm very curious to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about where all this is going. On the off chance we do decide to continue Ateru's story into litter 3, in case, you know, the update waits long enough for that to fully go through. I don't think it will, but just in case, let me know what kind of challenges or limitations you'd want to put on her next. Alright. Everything here is peaceful. We're gonna sleep, and this may honestly be the last sleep. If it's not, we're gonna spend some time just watching the pups, and then we'll move into the final progression for our litter here. It's always bittersweet to get to this point. Smell bear on the horizon. Alright, so Shimmer is 20 pounds, Aspen is 19.6. We'll call them out so they can eat and play. But I also am a little bit leery about that bear scent. Alright, let's go into pup cam for possibly the last time and just watch them go. Shimmer wants to run so bad. Aspen just likes to chew, though. I definitely think that of the two, Shimmer is a little bit more social. It can be really hard to gauge with very social versus very antisocial wolves, so. Here goes Aspen. Look at him gallop. So big and strong. I'm really curious to see what they're both gonna look like all grown up. We'll get a final screenshot of them playing together. No, this is probably just Dispersal Wolf, but I'd still like to check in. Unless it's literally just, yeah, it's still Dispersal Wolf. No dog scent or anything. Need mom to come in and break up the fun sometimes. Alright, you guys. I'll let them run around a little bit longer. And then I guess we'll just go ahead and sleep our final time. Territory is not great, but I've had worse. Again, I'm not really concerned about maintaining it right now. Looks like they are definitely starting to wear themselves out. Alrighty, to your rascals. It's been a pleasure. Let's do our final sleep now, though. Quick before they run too far. We don't want to grow up just yet. And there it is. I'm not going to stay on the screen super duper long because watching the spinning makes me sick. But we've kept our pups alive and growing. They've reached 20 pounds. We can keep playing with them here, or we can jump ahead to our next year. The future can continue the story of our pack. We've reached the family snapshot moment. Alright. We can't skip ahead to next year because we don't have a mate. But we have successfully grown Shimmer and Aspen. So again, if you've got any suggestions for traits you'd like to see in their adult forms, please let me know. And we'll have a quick little showcase of them all grown up next time in the final episode for, I guess, Season 2, Litter 2 of Ateru. So again, please let me know your thoughts about everything I rambled on earlier in today's episode. I'd love to hear them and how we're feeling. But otherwise, everybody, I really hope you've enjoyed Ateru's story. I have enjoyed telling it. Until next time, we're gonna leave it off here for her and her pups. So thank you all again so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. Feel free to check out links in the description below to links to other social media that I may or may not ever post to. Thank you to Parental Unit for supporting the channel, as that support is greatly appreciated. But until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay happy. I'll see you then, and bye. Always so bittersweet getting here. Oh, how fitting. It'd never be the end of something without a stranger wolf attack, and it's probably lucky. Must be coming from downwind. I know we've already won, but oh, hello. Obviously do not want anything to happen. Lost River. Get out of here, bud. Ow. You know, you could be the next dad to this litter if you were nicer about it. Get out. Don't think I've ever seen Lost River attack. First and last for everything. Till next time, though.